Hey guys, this morning I was lucky enough to harvest a turkey with my bow. So I'm just going to do a quick tutorial here on what I think is the easiest and I guess one of the better ways to butcher a turkey and making sure you're utilizing all the meat. Alright, so just get started by taking a real sharp knife, going in towards the bottom of the breast, making a slit, getting in between that layer of the meat and the hide. Peel away. This bird is nice and warm too, so you just peel it away from the bottom up to the thighs. And this is the tricky part here. There's this big chunk of meat goes way up here towards the wing butt, and on top of that is just a bunch of fluff where they strut and puff out, and that's nasty. There's a bunch of fluid in there, and it's right where the crop sits as well. So when you get a whole breast exposed, I like to break that leg just to give you some more room. You just keep peeling this hide on top here away from the meat. Just work it away. Try not to use a knife yet, just to avoid cutting that. And there you can see all that. This bird is shot first thing in the morning, so it is empty. The best thing to do is just take your hand, work that away from your meat, because that's the last thing you want to get on your meat. Now, this part is straightforward. Everybody knows how to breast out a bird. But this is, again, a chunk of stuff right at the bottom that you don't want. So just clip that off. Work along that breastbone. Make sure to get that, I call it the little turkey tenderloin, out of there. Now you can see that what is actually the Y bone. You can cut right along there, and you're not missing any meat. You're not getting into any of the crop. You can see the top of the shoulder or wing butt, and you just work this breast out of here. Alright, one done. Good meat, no BB holes. Obviously, shooting with the broadhead. So there's one side. Other side, keep doing the same thing. Pull that crop out of there. Get it way up here in the neck, just get it out of your way. This breastbone, there's a lot of meat tucked up. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a lot of meat tucked up on the inside of here. And if you don't get that crop out of the way, you're not going to get this meat, or if you do, you're going to cut through that crop to get to it. So that's why it's so critical to get that out of the way. Just like the other side, keep your knife angled towards the bone. And now since all that's exposed, you get all of that meat that was underneath that crop. But there's the top of it. Alright, got our other breast out. Good shape. Not a piece wasted there, as you can see. It is clean. Alright, now for the legs. Your knife, run right down that leg, give yourself a slit, and it should go right down the edge. Just peel this, work it away. If your bird's cold, you're gonna have to do a little bit more knife work, but you strip the feathers back and the hide all the way down to where the meat comes down and the tendons come down to meet the bone. And a lot of people, I don't know, it seems like, do not keep this drumstick. It is full of little bones and tendons and sinew, but I'm telling you, you keep that and you put it in a crock pot and you braise that and render it down, all those connective tissues and bones and cartilage, it all pulls right out, and you're left with just a bunch of great meat. Good for turkey salad or fajitas is my favorite thing to do with it. Don't waste the legs. peel back the skin. There's a shot of the other side. It's all peeled back to the backbone where everything connects. So we'll have a nice clean cut there. Pop out this thigh ball out of the hip. And just, you can see, you just work it right along that cavity. Feel the bone. Keep your knife angled to the bone at all times. Get around that joint. There you go. All of it is out. Take a saw or shears, heavy duty shears, and just snap that off, and you got your whole quarter of your turkey there that you can put in a crock pot or Instapot or whatever, and just shred it, and it makes the best tacos. If you use your imagination, it's great. Don't waste the drumstick. I like to use buttermilk on turkeys. I think it's great to break it down, even the breast meat after you chunk it, or if you're gonna fry it or do whatever you're gonna do with it. I highly recommend giving it a buttermilk brine. It makes a world of difference and really tenderizes this turkey. Alright, pop that hip open again. See everything. You see where that arrow snapped, that bone, and as it entered the cavity. Everything exposed. Look around that hip. One thing I did not do, just finished peeling this to the back. Just a little left to go here. You can see the skin actually was attached, and that's going to make it harder to get that off. That arrow wound kind of made that a little tougher than the other side because it sliced that skin. But you just peel that skin back to the backbone, and now that leg will fillet right off of there. Right through here is where your cut's going to be. And this way, you just see it. Back to taking our leg off here. Alright. Some feathers on there. Shear that foot off. I soak it. A little salt water. Clean up that arrow hole. And it will be fantastic. Now your bird is done. You do have these just like a normal turkey. Got these little chunks of tenderloin in here that hide right along the backbone. Little nugget of meat there. I like to take those out and put it with the breast meat. It's not big, but it's something. Put it with the breast meat, it's just as good as that is. It's a little darker, the texture a lot of times the same. This one looks like I took some of it out with the other thigh. There's a little dimple in there, almost like a walleye cheek. Don't miss that. Not much left on this one. I got the majority of it out with that other thigh. Alright. So that's it. The bird is about done. I've taken it before. I'm going to show you quick how to get this turkey quarter ready for final cleanup and eating. It's simple. It's the best way I found out. So this is one with the broadhead one through, so that'll take a little cleaning up. But if you take a small or any kind of tin snip, there's about 5 little tendons and bones right where the meat connects to the main bone. I'm going to get those out of your way, otherwise those just slide and move around on you if you get a saw. So, alright, I think that's all of them. One more here. Okay, now you can kind of see we got that cut. It's down to the main bone here. If you take any fine saw, meat saw, this is just a standard hacksaw. And now nothing will move around, any of those tendons are out of the way. So a few strokes and you bust through that bone, you get to some of the tendons on the backside, snip it, easy peasy. And there you go, you can see all those tendons and bones, the small bones everywhere through here. But that all kind kind of falls away when the meat tenderizes. It takes it up to, it's gonna have to get to about 200 for this meat to shred. And once that does that, all the connective tissue, tendons, bones, everything will separate super easy, and you're left with delicious turkey meat. So yeah, try to utilize every single part of the bird. This, along with getting rid of the rest of the feathers and dropping that big carcass into a stock pot and utilizing all the wing meat and all the rest of the meat that's on the back. Great way to shred off when you're done and add to your pile of taco, fajita meat, whatever else you want to do with shredded turkey meat. Thanks for watching.